Good day, everyone. This is Alvin again from the Philippines, and today we are going to talk about my top 15 favorite national costumes from Miss Universe 2019. Of course, we have our own personal taste, personal favorites, but to me, here are the 15 costumes that truly impressed me the most. I mean, the basis of my personal basis for the top 15 is just based on the costume itself. I mean, the execution and delivery could add some more, but it's merely on the costume alone. So here are my top 15, and let's begin. My number 15, Panama. Panama's costume is based on her country's bridges. I do agree and love the futuristic look of this costume as well. I love the golden outfit because the details of that outfit is just spectacular. My number 14, El Salvador. Her costume is a tribute to El Salvador's national artist. I mean, every piece that is attached to that is an artwork. I love how artful it is, whether in front view or back view. Total respect for her as well because the costume looked very heavy and you cannot see in her face that she is struggling. So kudos to El Salvador. Yes, to El Salvador for that. My number 13 is Dominican Republic. Her costume is inspired by a princess supported by prosperity, and I am just in love with every details of this costume and how it gives that tribal vibe. I love the circular neck piece, the amber crown, and those two human figure is just stunning. My number 12, Honduras. Her costume is a tribute to corn, which is the foundation of the Honduran cuisine. I mean, I truly enjoyed that she tried something unique and explored her culture. I love the headpiece and I love how it was made. I wish I knew what the top is made of, but the bottom part is super beautiful. My number 11 is Mongolia. What I love about Mongolia's costume is that even without mentioning the country, you can really say that it is from Mongolia. The costume is inspired by old Mongolian queen. I mean, that headpiece embedded with gems and gold is beautiful. It's funny because my friend said it resembles the Maleficent horn. No. Remove that aside. But I love that headpiece. I love how imaginative the gown was when it comes to the designs. The way the fabric are made on the shoulder. I love how it folds in there. Very beautiful. I love the extra fabric behind her, which serves as a train, and the folded fabric on her waist. Everything is so different, but everything works together. It brings so much elegance and royalty. My number 10 is Haiti. I love how vibrant the costume is. The costume represents the root of the Haitian people. I love the very detailed design of the costume, and I love how it brings so much festivity in the air. I enjoyed that she brought some instruments with her as well because it gives life to the execution. My number 9 is India. Her costume is super beautiful. I love how classy it looked when it comes to the jewelries, to every part of the outfit, and not to mention the beautiful and intricate pattern on the outfit as well. I love her execution because that brought something new with the costume. I truly enjoyed that she did the turning and the twirling. That was a very beautiful view for India. So congratulations to that. My number 8 is Malaysia. I love the explosion of colors in this costume. The costume is a tribute to their country's cultural influences, and I am loving the back part and I am loving the bottom part as well that she is carrying. It offers so much about their country, and again, I commend their effort for making this costume. My number 7 is Thailand. This is another beautiful costume from Thailand. Her costume represents a traditional mask made by Thai artists. I love the reveal of the costume as well, plus I love what she was wearing inside. The explosion of color in the huge masks and the hard work put into it truly deserves some recognition. My number 6 is Indonesia. Her costume is a symbol of women empowerment. Actually, we have seen many costumes in the past that embodies women empowerment, but this costume offers a different perspective to the topic. I love how they portray women as fighters, but what really amazed me is the amount of effort, artistic ability, and talent to create this costume. From the beautiful bow and arrow, from the beautiful headpiece, the outfit, I mean, everything was just beautiful. I was speechless when she came out. My number 5, Myanmar. I would say that this is the best costume transition that I have ever seen in any pageants ever. I mean, we have seen many transitions of costumes recently, but this one surely do win the award. Myanmar is one of the biggest exporter of rice, and she started showcasing the buffalo, and honestly, I was really shocked at first. I mean, seriously, that was the costume. I do appreciate her execution of the buffalo though, because she seems like a very fun and dancey buffalo. I do enjoy that. But I mean, was that really the costume? So that was the question I was asking myself, because there is no hint at all about the transition, and I love that because it really gives an element of surprise. Then boom, she takes it off and it reveals a rice farmer, and farming seems like a fun and thing to do in her country because she looks so sweet and happy when she is doing her actions of farming. I would give a standing ovation to this one. And again, what I truly loved about it is that it doesn't give any hint about the transition. There's no clue what the transition is going to be. And the most beautiful about it is how the two connected to each other. There's really a transition, and I love the connection that it built. Imagine the buffalo and the farmer are both perfect combination, but how it transitioned from one to another is just amazing. My number 4 is Puerto Rico. What I love about Puerto Rico's costume is how the petals can perform so much movement. I loved how she started holding the petals up, making it look as if it's about to bloom. The way she opened the costume and revealed herself was perfection. I mean, the way those petals opened up and fall down one by one. I mean, stunning. I just love seeing that. The flower is actually the national flower of Puerto Rico, and if you look closely at the costume, her chest is a frog, but I will not give further details about the frog because I forgot about it, but it was just amazing. I mean, how the frog was made in her chest and the arms, I mean, what do you call this? I don't know what's that part of the frog is, but I'll just call it arms. The arms of the frog on her shoulder. I mean, every details of it was just beautiful. And then on the upper part, which resembles the middle part of the flower, I love that. And I think there's also a speaker in it, but of course that wasn't played because of the background music. But there's so much more to that costume, and I just think it is a beautiful and stunning costume. And what I loved about it, it's memorable, and that's what makes it the best. My number 3 is Philippines. I would say that this is by far the best national costume that the Philippines has been sent, not only in Miss Universe, but in other pageants as well. The costume is depicting a goddess with 2 life-sized birds, and of course, the eagle is the national bird of the Philippines. I honestly love that they went all silver with the costume. I really love the outfit, which gives us a bird feather-like features. The headpiece is a real work of art. The details in it is just unbelievably stunning. Makes me want to borrow it. I love when she raised her arms and lifted the wing-like effects at the bottom half of her body. I mean, we have to bow down to the queen. I mean, that was a very picturesque moment for Philippines. My number 2, Vietnam. When you think of coffee, what costume can you think of that would still keep the Vietnamese culture? Well, this is the answer. I love how ambitious, inventive, and creative this national costume is, and still be able to keep all the elements. One thing that I love about that is they still able to maintain that pageanty feels, because Vietnam looks stunning in it. That cover on top looked amazing, and that's what makes Vietnamese coffee different from the other coffees around the world. I also love the spoon and the beautifully designed outfit, because it has different shade of colors for different types of coffee when blended. I mean, I am just in love with its costume. To those who are asking, where's the cup that was originally introduced in the presentation of the national costume, the one on the bottom part, they intentionally removed it because she would struggle walking in it. So I think they still made an excellent choice, because again, overall, it was a very, very beautiful costume. And to me, the best national costume in my number 1 favorite goes to Laos. And oh my goodness, Laos just brings their most competitive self when they are competing in the national costume competition. This year, they are bringing us elephant, which is their national animal. I am just amazed at how they made that costume possible. I love that there is that special surprise underneath the head, which are the flowers. But what's even stunning is an additional bonus for us, which is a message for everyone involving the risk or the event that happened with the Amazon rainforest. I mean, there's a very, very beautiful message hidden on the right side belly of the elephant. I mean, it was an elephant and Transformers combined, because I just love how they did and how they made that costume. I mean, very, very genius way of making the costume. So I really have to commend whoever it is that made that costume. All my respect and admiration to all of you. Amazing. The message about the Amazon rainforest, that was beautiful. And there's lights in it too, which I really like, because it made the burning effect look so realistic. So again, bravo to Laos. So that's it. These are my top 15 favorite national costumes from Miss Universe 2019. What do you think? Don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe, because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.